Hi, welcome back to the 1898 house. It's so cold in here, I can see my breath. Come on in, this is where the new bathroom is. So we took one of the 4 bedrooms and we made it smaller and we added a bathroom. There were no bathrooms up here, so we've added 2 bathrooms. Come on through and we're gonna test paint colors up here. This bathroom is really dark, so we selected 3 light blues because we didn't think that we wanted white in these bathrooms. We're gonna have white tile on the floor and in the showers and white vanities with marble, and we just thought it was gonna get to be too much white, especially with all the white in the rest of the house. So we picked some colors. One of them you might be familiar with. This is one of my favorite colors from Sherwin. It's called Sea Salt. Anyone that knows me knows that I'm obsessed with this color. This is the darkest of the 3. So I'm gonna try this one first. I don't hold out a lot of hope for Sea Salt. I just know that it's a safe choice. The thing with blues that you wanna be really careful with is that you don't get too much of that sort of Easter egg effect. So when you're picking paint chips, what you wanna do is make sure that the paint chip actually looks a lot more muted than the color that you wanna end up with. So Sea Salt, when you look at this color on the paint chip, it actually looks very gray. And the reality of Sea Salt is that sometimes it's gray, sometimes it's green, and sometimes it's blue, depending on the time of day. So this is kind of our Sea Salt here. We're gonna come back and put a second layer on. I really like this color. I think it's super versatile. It looks good in almost any room. It's not wonderful in north facing, but it works in north facing. Probably wouldn't be my first selection just because it can read a little cool. Then a more medium color we're going with. I've never tried this one before. Actually, wrong bucket. Okay, hot mess down here. So this is Serenity. I think this is a newer color by Sherwin. And this is a little bit of a cooler blue and a little bit lighter. Sea Salt has a lot of green, so that's gonna read green. This is probably gonna read more of an ice blue, and instead it just reads exactly the same color as Sea Salt in this light. Good selection. Can you see a trend here? Someone likes light blue. Okay, I dripped on the wall, but nobody cares. Okay, and then one thing that's really important to do when you are picking your paint colors is don't forget which one is which. So don't be afraid to do something like this and put a big S underneath so you know that's your Serenity color. You can label it more properly than that. We do need a second coat here. This is definitely a little bit of a cooler tone. I know these look identical. That seems embarrassing. Okay, but now we're gonna go on to our last color, which is Mantra. This is a very light green. It's actually a light bluish green, and I think our plan was to like this color the best, but as we saw from our whites downstairs, sometimes the best laid plans do not work out. Make sure that your paint is well mixed. This is, but I don't know why it's coming out so watery. So here is Mantra, and again, I'm slopping on the floor. Normally you wouldn't, if you have carpet or anything you care about, obviously use a drop cloth. We don't care in here because this is the subfloor. That's M for Mantra. And then we'll come back and show you these after we get the second coat down. I'm not really sure I'm loving the Mantra right now. One other thing to note for sheen, Sherwin only does satin or eggshell. They have a satin eggshell combo. Benjamin Ward has satin or eggshell. I usually kind of go with that middle ground. Some people like semi-gloss in the bathrooms because it's easier to clean and it sheds moisture. And for trim, a lot of people like semi-gloss as well, or even a high gloss. So those are our paint selections. Right now in this light, they all look the same. So good job, us. Thanks for joining us.